Hi, welcome back to All Things Fem. It's your girl, Ari. And I know I look a little bit different today and whatever. So I know it's been a minute. If you remember, my last video was about my breakup after my engagement, which only a person like me could make happen. Right? Only me. So I took a break. I had to. I have so many things going on personally in life. It's like, not to get too personal, but my mom she has dementia, and it's just gotten very crazy. And it's been very up and down, up and down. One day I'm her friend. The next day, it's just a lot. We had to go through the process of cleaning out her home and just trying to help her get her life on track, because dementia is just one of those things where it slowly takes you. You're no longer you. You don't remember who you are. A lot of times you don't know where you are. If you're used to control, it really pisses you off that you don't know where you are or what you're doing. And so you get angry and you go from moments of lucidity to moments of you don't, again, know where you are. So it has been very trying. So the last thing I think that I thought that I could take the time to do was make a video, but here I am. When you're going through things, you still have to make time to do the things that you love to do. If you don't, you are going to always just be in a panic mode and never in a let me take a breath mode. So that brings me to today's topic. How are we going to live soft when life is rough? And we've had videos about living your soft life before, making sure that you give yourself the soft life first. Nobody's going to give it to you, blah, blah, blah. All of that is true. All of that is true. I am a genius. So all of that is true. You have to give yourself your soft life. But what happens when everything comes crashing down around you? You do what you can. And so in today's video, first I want to start with oil planning. That is kind of like the yin, or is it yin? The yin, or is it yang? Because it's not yan, it's yang. So is it yin yang or yin yang? I don't know. But it's like the opposite or the other side of dermaplaning, right? And that's when you spray the dry spray on your face. That works for combination skin. That can work for oily skin. But what if you're like me and you have dry skin and you don't want to dry it out with spray? Glad you asked. You can oil plan. And that is when you go in, you oil your face up, and you go in with like a face razor and you get the hairs. There are little hairs all over your face, believe it or not. And when you clean those up, it really helps with fine lines. It helps with your makeup application. It helps you to glow. Your skin looks better, so on and so forth. So today I thought I need a little TLC. I'm going to give it to myself because that is how we get our soft life. I want to show you guys how that works, the oil planning, and then give you some more things we can do when we're just feeling like blah, but we still have to turn up and show up. You don't want to let life's craziness make you ugly on the outside. Just because life is throwing shit at you does not mean you have to have the shit stuck all over your face. No, you've got to do okay. Like, I'm going through a breakup with a person I thought I was going to marry. We were engaged. I had a ring. I liked my ring. I loved my ring. I liked my person. I loved my person. So I'm not just here, la, la, la. No. You forget to hydrate. You don't drink as much water as you should. Your skin gets like, you have to still show up for your skin, for your face, for your beauty. Like, this is the first thing that people see. So we're going to do some oil planning, and then I'm going to give you some other tips on how you can just live soft, not do too much, but not be laid up depressed in the bed because your man left you and your mama's sick and your daddy died and your dog ran into the street and your best friend moved to New Mexico, which is bad news for anyone. Because where is New Mexico? Like, why did they need a new Mexico? There was already Mexico, and then I don't know why they did that. Anyway, one of my favorite ways to connect with myself is through skincare. So no matter what I got going on, you got to hop in the shower. You must shower. I saw a thing the other day that said every summer outfit starts with a shower and deodorant. Please don't ever skip the shower and deodorant. Don't ever skip the shower and deodorant, especially in the summer. I really need y'all to take a shower, please. Skincare should be a part of that shower, deodorant, skincare. Don't go to sleep with your makeup on your face. And I know when you're going through heartbreak and blah, 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 you may not even have makeup on, but you still have to clean yourself up every night. I've bought wipes. Sorry, I was doing ASMR, but this is not that. So I really got caught up for a second. Face wipes. If you cannot find a way to wash your face at night, the least you can do, I was going to say, if you can't find a way to wash your ass, the least you can do is wash your face. Oil planning. Again, that is going to be for drier skin. You can even do it on combination skin. You want to make sure that you don't do it over any active breakouts. You see, I have a little bump right here. Acne is not typical for me. It was when I was younger. I had it all over. I still have a lot of my acne scars, but for some reason, I do have a little whatever, probably because I've been stressed. Hello? But I'm not going to oil plan over that. So if you have any disruptions on your face, just don't oil plan over those. It's just going to spread the bacteria and make it worse. You always want to make sure you use a clean razor. This is brand new. I haven't used it. I haven't even gotten this mustache clearly. So make sure you have a clean razor. Figure out what type of oil your skin likes. For me, I have this Dermaplane face oil for sensitive skin because clearly sensitive. You're going to have to figure out what works for you, but make sure it's a face oil, okay? Not something that's going to clog your pores and all that good stuff. Now, while I'm doing this, I am going to also be using these whitening strips. I just bought them off Amazon. I try to use whitening strips, do a regimen at least every 6 months. It keeps my teeth fairly white, especially if you smoke or what have you. I just wanted to make sure this was on. I did a whole video a couple weeks ago. The whole thing cut off. Didn't get any words. And I did the whole video, all 38 minutes of it. I really was upset. But that's probably what took me so long to make another video, because I have one sitting in my files that is sounds like this. Yeah, stupid. Now, the benefits of oil planning. It will remove the peach fuzz off your face. Believe it or not, we have a lot of it. It's everywhere. And it's going to help you get rid of dead skin. It's a form of exfoliation, right? It helps your serums and your moisturizers to sink in better when you do your skincare. And it helps you look soft and glowy and all that stuff that we as ladies love to look like. You want to make sure that you don't press hard when you're using your face razor, and only, oil plane over clean, dry skin. Clean your face first, dry your face first. Don't come up in here all sweaty and oily and up. that's just gonna make it worse.
Okay, so I wanted to do this part as a voiceover because I knew that I was not going to be able to concentrate, talk to you guys, and oilplane. Quick story time. When I got pulled over for suspicion of DWI, I told the officer, hey, to be fair, on a regular day, I can't do two things at once. So asking me to walk a straight line and say my ABCs at the same time is diabolic. Anyway, you want to start with a clean, dry face. You want to go ahead and apply 3 to 5 drops of the oil of your choice to your skin. And then you want to start with a clean razor. You're going to go ahead and pull your skin and start with downward strokes. You want to make sure that they're light downward strokes at a 45-degree angle. This is disgusting. I just want to let you know that. Anyway, again, you want to be moving in light downward strokes. Work it in small sections. Start on your cheeks, move around to your jawline. And right here is where I started to realize that I needed to have done this 30 years ago when I was a newborn, because this is ridiculous. I don't know if you guys can see, but there is a lot of dead skin and dirt coming off of my skin. I keep being amazed. I'm actually disgusted. So that's what it looks like here. It's a bit dirty, so I'm taking a wipe and I'm just going to go ahead and clean the blade a little bit and then get right back to it. This is my first time oil planing, so I just really had to see me getting in there, getting that mustache cleaned up, just like a lady. Right here, I'm about to get truly disgusted because you see that dead skin? It's just really gross. I don't even know how I got here. When I got over here by the face or the part where I have my breakout, I went ahead and just oil planed around it. I did not want to spread the infection any further. Make sure you're not going over any active breakouts, okay? Go around them. Now, right here, you can see a lot of the dead skin and the hair being scraped down. And yes, of course, I'm disgusted still. And yet again, look at all of that. That is so disgusting. That came off of this beautiful face. So right here, you see how the razor is no longer sliding down my forehead. That means I need to apply a little bit more oil. You do not want to cause any skin irritations by oil planing. So if your skin starts to if the blade no longer glides across your face, you want to reapply some more oil. You don't want to disrupt the skin. You see how the razor is now sliding across my skin again? And that's exactly what we want. Once I'm finished, I go ahead and make sure that I wipe my face clean. Because I'm doing this as a video, I'm just going to use a wipe. But in the comfort of your home, you want to make sure that you're using a clean face towel and whatever soap or cleanser works for your skin. But you want to get all that oil off of it. No matter how dry your skin normally is, you do not want to leave the residue. Look at how much better my skin looks. Next, you want to follow up with maybe a calming serum and moisturizer, because you did just have a blade on your face. So you definitely want to follow up with something that's going to give you a nice wet glow is what I'm going to go with here. You see my face is just wet. Okay, so
now that we're done with the oil planing, what do you guys think? Let me know. I feel like my skin is so much smoother. And I don't think you guys even understand. I had been having, what made me even want to do it was because I had been looking in the mirror and just feeling like my skin was so ugh and like just dark and not lovely. I didn't like it. I turned on the light for you people. Do you see how much better this is? I love me for real. I I forgot. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I forgot to do my teeth whitening while I oil planed. That was like a perfect 20 minutes that I could have teeth whitened and face lightened. And not in a colorist way, because no. But it just gives you a glow. So this can work on any skin tone, any whatever. As long as you don't have an active breakout, go ahead and get in there and oil plane, dermaplane, whatever it is that you need to do, depending on your skin type. Now, the other part of this video I said I wanted to do was other ladylike grooming things that we can do, even in the midst of feeling like trash, even when, Billy is no longer ringing your line, when you're no longer winning at the casino. Like when everything is just effed up in life, these are things you can easily still do to maintain your skin, your body, keep that beautiful face. Because guess what? Just because Antoine left, Derek is right around the corner, and you still gotta keep your face cute. You want to make sure that you are listening to your body. If you are feeling exhausted, take a nap. If you have so much stuff on your brain, journal. We're not venting things anymore, not to our friends, not to anybody, because the reason behind not venting anymore is because you're kind of telling the universe more of what you want. But that's another story for another day. We are writing our issues out. Get enough sleep. Can't calm your insides without getting enough sleep. That's number one. You want to start with 8 hours of sleep a night. I know people say it all the time, but they mean it all the time. You need to sleep. Stay hydrated. They say you need 8 glasses of water a day or whatever. Drink water. Drink water. If you don't like water, you sound like you're 21. But I digress. Get you those little drop-ins. I've said that before. That's how I drink my water if I'm not in the mood for water. But a lot of times my body just be like, give me the water. And I do. You want to make sure you take off your makeup every single night. Like I said before, get you the makeup wipes if you are that, I'm not going to say lazy, depressed. Get you some makeup wipes. Get that makeup off your face each and every night. Every night. This is what makes me take off my makeup every day and clean my face every day. I think about anytime I go to sleep with makeup on, and this is for you if you're in your 20s or in your 50s, okay? We are all going to age and get wrinkles at some point. Do not purposely add to that. Every time if I go to sleep in my makeup, I say to myself right now, you are building a layer of disgusting skin and you are getting another wrinkle or a wrinkle tonight. And that will normally make me get up and say, not tonight, Satan. And then I go clean my face, because who needs a wrinkle when you are a woman of a certain age, as Wendy Williams used to say? Not me. I don't need another wrinkle. I am fine. Even in the worst of moods, you want to make sure you do your hair. Now, I know that sounds crazy coming from Aunt your mama right now, but I did this because I was doing the oil painting. Thank you. So don't judge my life, but keep your hair done. Even if you don't want to wear makeup, put on some mascara, put on some lip gloss, and go on about your day. But do something. Depressed, sad, angry, upset, it doesn't matter. You still have to be beautiful. You never want to not be beautiful. Get your nails done. If you don't want to get them done, polish them. Keep your nails nice. Just take care of yourself. Now, when times are really, really rough, Those are the things that you can do physically to make sure you look presentable outside. Inside is another story, but it's not hard. All you need to do is try to connect with yourself. For women, that means slow movement. Do some yoga, work out, go for a walk, connect with nature, do breath work. Remind yourself, hey, I'm in this moment. Yes, Anthony crushed my spirit. It broke my heart when he left. But right now, that was weeks ago. I don't have to feel that pain anymore. Right now, I am here with me, myself, and me. And I need to connect back to this moment here alone with myself because I'm not in that painful situation or in that painful moment right now. So I don't have to relive it right now. After you get out of the shower, when you're with someone, or let's not even say a breakup, just anything going on in life. You know how sometimes you need a hug for comfort? I am not a hugger, so that doesn't apply to me. But sometimes I just want somebody to rub my back. It's called physical touch. And if you don't have that from another person and you're going through it, it is okay to provide your own physical touch. I have told you guys about using Betty Boop, the vibrator, but that is not what I'm talking about right now. You can use oil, still not talking about Betty Boop. You can use lotion. You can, use serums for your face. Just, take your time, rub it in, feel it, comfort yourself because, hello, newsflash. And I don't know if you know this yet, but there is not going to always be somebody to save you. There's not always going to be somebody to comfort you. You have to do it on your own sometimes. And after the first few times of saving yourself, you're going to be like, don't save her. She don't want to be saved. I'm a dog too. I don't want to change them. It is okay to save yourself. Routines. Whatever your routines are, continue with those. If you journal, continue to journal. If you work out, continue to work out. If you like to take warm bubble baths, continue to do that. Even if you can't do them all, let's say every morning you light tea, you drink tea, you light candles, and you journal. And you say, I can't even get out of the bed to make this tea. You can turn over. Anthony might not be there no more, but your journal can be there. And you can just scribble out something. And if it's not something you feel like doing at that moment, if getting out of the bed, making tea seems like a chore to you, it doesn't feel good. So you don't even need to worry about doing it. I apologize about the lighting. It is literally just the time of day. Release your emotions. If you hum, if you cry, if you sing, if you scream at the top of your lungs. When my dad died, I said one day, I just want to scream. And one of my friends said, well, scream. And I just sat there and said, I'm going to scream. And no one was home with me. And I just got a pillow and I felt stupid as hell the first time. But then I just kept screaming and it felt great. You're like, not Shamika, not me crying over Dwayne. I don't care if you never thought you would cry over Dwayne. You want to cry over Dwayne right now. What the fuck is my camera? It's like a ghost is doing. Or no, maybe it's just I'm tripping. I don't know. Let me hurry up and wrap this up because I feel like I don't like this. Nourish your senses. Light candles. Smell things that smell good to you. Use oils. Listen to your favorite music. Eat delicious food. Nurture your senses. Those are the things that help you feel. So feed those things good things. And finally, rest. Don't push through. Pushing through is for Men, we're women. We're not pushing through. We're going to rest. We're going to rejuvenate. We're going to relax. We're going to get better, rebirth ourselves. We're going to heal. You know, this time in my life has been really challenging, to say the least. You know, for me, I always had a safeguard, my parents, and they are no longer parenting, okay? Because one is dead and the other cannot. And I have found myself at a time in life where the safeguards would normally need to kick in. Just life is lifing, as I said. And it doesn't matter if you have the money, the job, the man, the woman, the kids, the white picket fence, whatever it is, there will be a point in your life where life will life. Kim Kardashian was married to Kanye West. Kim Kardashian had and has so much money, fame, this, that, the third. It doesn't even really matter, right? But when Kanye starts going through it, I don't know so much now, but back when they were locked in, when Kanye goes through it, Kim goes through it. And the money, the fame, the power, the career, none of that matters because right now my husband is spiraling and we have all these kids. So what I say that to say, everybody goes through life's for every single one of us. And when that happens, you have to be willing to say, hey, I'm going to cut off the noise that's surrounding me and I'm going to go within. And when you go within, you have to take care of you physically, spiritually, mentally. And sometimes you can't even get to a point where you can seek the therapy yet, or you can get out of the bed yet, or you can even see past, I have all this going on. I can't even worry about oilplane in my face. Yes, you can. Maybe you can't worry about going out and spending $250 to do it somewhere, but you can sit at home and you can self-care, self-soothe, do what you have to do. You've lost your job, you've lost a parent, you are just like, life, what are you doing to me right now? You got to take back control. And you do that by saying, whatever life is doing, hey, I trust you. Let me control what I can. And what you can control is your physical you, the inside of you, and your beautiful face. Thank you for joining me. I love you guys. And if any of you guys are going through anything and life is just feeling like, understand, one, I'm here. I'm going through it with you. I totally get it. You are not alone. I am here with you. And number two, there's always time for self-care. And sometimes when you start with that self-care, it is the catalyst that you need to get out of bed and go apply for the job, or get out of bed and go call Tyrone and tell him, hey, I know that I XYZ, but can we work it out? It may give you the energy to say, hey, Anthony XYZ, and he better not call this phone again. I'm tired of looking at his name pop up. Or it may just make you say, the oil planet went really well, and I feel so cute. Let me go out into the world, because I'm not going to lie to you. I like my skin regularly, but right now, I like my skin. Like, to me, it's just getting. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me know in the comments if you plan on oil planing or dermaplaning, or if you've done it already and if it gave you the results that I feel that I have. And if I don't have the results that I feel that I have, leave that out of the comments. Don't nobody want to hear that. I feel pretty. Leave me alone.